Hi everyone, Paul Morbid here, Morbid Team Entertainment. In this video I could go on and on about Bolex movie camera repair. But unless you're a technician or you're really into that type of technical type of thing, you're really not going to care about that. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take you on a journey a little bit today about the Philippines, about our film SIJ, It's All About Choice, and the Filipino culture. So you can become accustomed to that even if you're going to be a filmmaker visiting the Philippines, you want to learn more. So come on with me and let's learn a little bit of Tagalog and what it's like about filming in the Philippines, the life and the culture. So let's go. Okay, so my wife wants to buy some onions. So a new Tagalog word, onions or sibuyas. Alright, so when you come to the Philippines, you want onions, just ask for sibuyas. Yes, there is a KFC in the Philippines, so fellow foreigners, just relax. Okay, also when you're in the Philippines, they do have a Mercury Drug, and then it's your local pharmacy or chemist. So, guess where we are? So when you come here to the Philippines and you're filming, they got a lot of places just like this they do in the United States, any other place in the world pretty much. And you can get your team as much of this type of stuff as you want to. Okay, so one thing when you're visiting the Philippines, you're going to film. If you have family here, when you're out getting something to eat, make sure that when you come back home, that you come back home with food for every member in the house. Otherwise, you're going to make everybody upset. They're going to think that they're going to tell you didn't think about me. All right? So one thing definitely good to keep in mind. Okay, so this is hopia. It's really good for breakfast with some coffee here in the Philippines. So it's kind of like a French pastry in a way. And you get it in a bag like that. It's very inexpensive, and you're going to want to pick some of this stuff up. So when you're talking to your team and this type of thing about filming and scripts, you want to pick up something like this. It's traditional. Okay guys, so here we got a little bit of buku, that's coconut crafts. So we got a little bit of that here, but in just a moment I'm going to show you something different. In the Philippines here you can get some really cool Buku Juice. It's fresh coconut juice, and like in America where it takes us forever with a hacksaw and a hammer to open up a coconut, Filipinos know how to open up a coconut in seconds. So I'm going to show you that. Okay guys, so this gentleman right here is going to cut some fresh coconut juice. He's going to grab a coconut there.
Babalatan ko lang po, bibiyakin ko na.
And we're going to show you in seconds how it can be done. This is fresh off the tree. And we'll get back to more of this in just a second. And that's it. Okay, so here's the coconut, the buku from last night, and I actually cut a hole in the top of it. So all I gotta do is take my straw, stick it in there, and there you go. I have some buku juice. Buku is coconut juice to drink. And by the way, a new Tagalog word right here as well. This is a rag. It's known as a basahan. All right. You'll need plenty of basahan, plenty of rags in the Philippines. So, here we are with the buku juice. Sober masarap. It's delicious. A new Tagalog word. Sarap. Delicious. So the entire Buku Juice and him cutting it and everything was 35 pesos, which is not even $1 American. Not that I'm keeping a tab or anything. And remember the coconut, the Buku crafts that he was making? He actually gave me a cup. How cool is that? Very cool there. So we paid him like 100 pesos, which is basically $2 American for the whole deal. And I think I'm going to use this cool cup for something at my tech table, very possibly. Okay, so this is an area that I like to come to go over my scripts and get away from it all, that type of a thing. What you want to do if you're first visiting, pack light as far as clothing goes. You want to bring some tank tops, t-shirts, and definitely a lot of shorts. It's extremely hot here. If you're not accustomed to a country such as the Philippines and the extreme heat, it's going to be a bit of a culture shock for you. Don't bring too much clothing because you can buy that stuff very, very cheaply on the street. The supermarkets such as Pure Gold, they're going to have a lot of products from your own country, such as America, Australia, the UK, Germany, that type of deal. Don't complain. It's going to be a culture shock for you if you've never been here before. But the less you complain, the more you speak a little bit of the language Tagalog, the better off you're going to be. All right? So that's essentially it. All right? It's a beautiful place to film. Got a lot of waterfall locations and a lot of great resorts that are really going to serve your film well. The talent is really eager to work and will work well with you, but you have to be respectful. All right? So, until next time, ingat. See you later.